A young woman has recently come forward with allegations about a famous minister allegedly sexually abusing her when she was a teenager. But the point of bringing all this up is not to expose the alleged sexual misconduct. It is something else. Because it may seem as if she is digging up sins from the past. But what God is truly getting at is addressing an issue with the minister that she has alleged against him also that continues to this day, which is manipulation. So with her bringing up the alleged incident or incidents of sexual misconduct, that is not truly the point. What God is getting at is to rid that minister of manipulative ways. So there are times when we think that because the blood of the Lamb cleanses all sin and unrighteousness, because love covers a multitude of sins, that if something is brought up from the past, it means that God has not forgiven us, or that someone is being petty, manipulative, vindictive by bringing up those things. So, regarding the sexual misconduct, that is not truly the main issue, because sometimes there are things that we have done in the past that because we have repented and we have truly turned away, that we do not engage in those things anymore. Similar to David, how when he committed adultery with Bathsheba, when he was on his deathbed, as we see in 1 Kings 1, when they brought Abishag the Shunammite to comfort him, David did not even touch her. And also, we hear about David committing adultery with Bathsheba, but after the Lord dealt with him, as we see in 2 Samuel 12 and start in 2 Samuel 13, we don't hear about David committing adultery anymore. But there was a point later on when David conducted an illegal census of Israel where the Lord dealt with him. So there are people, you have done things, and the Lord has dealt with you, and you have repented. You have truly turned away from those wicked ways. But sometimes he may allow those things to be brought up if there is a pattern of sin that has continued, something that you have not truly repented of. So the minister, if he truly did those things and he has repented, good on him. But there's another issue that the Lord is dealing with, and that is manipulation. And the sooner that minister realizes it, the better it will be for him, and especially another minister associated with him. So if the Lord has brought up something from your past, it is not that the blood didn't cleanse of your sin and unrighteousness. It may just very well be that there's something associated with what you did that you have not truly turned away from. And the Lord is bringing up one thing to actually deal with another. I pray this message blesses you. And there's also another thing. For those coming against a young lady to make it seem as if what she's doing is not something from God, we have to be careful, as Gamaliel said in Acts 5, because sometimes we do things and we're going to find ourselves fighting against God. So again, the main issue is not the allegations of sexual misconduct. It is actually manipulation. And manipulation is a big deal, because manipulation is tantamount with witchcraft, which is something that God hates. So for the minister, the sexual misconduct is not the main thing. It is manipulative behavior that has continued to this day.